So welcome to the Stepping Stone Mathematics Training Olympiad and IIT. Okay, continuation to the last class. Now, types of surds. Now, just listen, you write later. Pure surd. So what is meant by a pure surd? A surd which has unity only as its rational factor, the other factor being irrational, is called a pure surd. Observe the examples. Root 3. So here root 3 is same as what? 1 into root 3. So 1 is a rational factor and root 3 is a irrational factor. Next, root of 15. Next, fourth root of 3, sixth root of 8, etc. These are all called pure surds. Can I say 2 root 3 is a pure surd?
Yes, sir.
No, it is not a pure surd. Read the statement. A surd which has unity only as its rational factor. Unity means what? 1. That means here 2 should not be there. Only 1 only should be the rational factor. Now, suppose instead of writing 2 root 3, I can write its equivalent to 1. Suppose if I take 2 inside the root, then I should write as 4. So root of 12. If I write this, then it will be a pure surd. Why? Because it is 1 into root of 12. Outside should be only 1 as a rational factor and it should have irrational factor. Then only we call it as a pure surd. Next, mixed surd. A surd which has rational factor other than unity, the other factor being irrational, is called a mixed surd. Now, so 2 root 3, 2 into cube root of 5, minus 6 into fourth root of 8, etc. So these are all the mixed surds. So here a rational factor, you are having what? Other than unity, means either it can be 2 or any number, but it should be a rational number. Now, tell me about this. 5 by 3, fourth root of 7. Can I say is a mixed surd or not? Can I say is a mixed surd or not?
Sir, I guess it is. Sir, I guess it is.
So it is a mixed surd only. Why? Because 5 by 3 is a rational factor and fourth root of 7 is an irrational factor. Next, simple surd. A surd consisting of a single term is called a simple surd. Now, root 3, 3 into cube root, fourth root of 5, 7 by 2, cube root of 6, etc. These are all what? Simple surds. In this, tell me about root 3. What you can say about root 3? Can I say root 3 is a pure surd or mixed surd?
Pure surd.
Pure surd. What about 3 into fourth root of 5?
Mixed.
Mixed surd. What about 7 by 2 into cube root of 6?
Mixed.
Mixed surd. Good. Next, compound surd. So an algebraic combination of 2 or more surds is called a compound surd. That means algebraic combination means it can be addition or it can be subtraction. Now, root 3 plus root 5. So root 3 is one surd and root 5 is another surd. Here we are joining with the plus sign. So that's why this is a compound surd. Next, root 2. No, here symbol is missing. Root 2 minus cube root of 4. 3 into fifth root of 8 minus 7 into fourth root of 15, etc. These are all compound surds. Not necessary that only 2 terms, even you can have more also. Algebraic combination of 2 or more surds. Now, what you can say about 2 minus root 3 plus root 5? What you can say about this? Is it a compound surd or not?
No, sir.
No, it is also a compound surd. It should have what? 2 or more surds combination. Next, what is meant by a like surds? two or more sets are called like sets if order and radicand of their irrational factor are same. Now, let us take an example. Root 3 and 2 root 3. What is the order of each set? What is the order of this set? 2. Order of this set?
2.
2. So they are of what same order as per the definition? 2 or more sets are called like sets if order and radicand are same. That means order is same as well as radicand also same. So radicand here is 3. Here also radicand is 3. So these are like sets. In this, first one is a pure set and second set. What about this? Let us take another example. Cube root of 5 and square root of 7. Are they like sets or not?
No, sir.
They are not like sets because the order itself they are not same. So here, what is the order of this set? First one?
3.
3. Second one?
2.
2. So they are not like sets. Now, what about this? Root 3 and root 7. Are they like sets or not?
No, sir.
No. Why? Because the radicands are different. Good. So order is same, but radicands are different, so they are not like sets. Okay. Addition and subtraction of sets. Addition and subtraction of sets are possible only when the sets are like sets. That is, if they are like sets, then only we can have addition or subtraction only. Now, let us take an example. 2 root 3 plus 5 root 3. Is it possible to add this or not?
No, sir.
Sure. Are they like sets or not?
So they're not like.
No, they are like sets only because here the radicand is 3. Here also radicand is 3. Even though the rational factors are different, because the radicand is same and order is also same. So they are like sets. Now, how to add this is, so when you want to add like sets, whatever the radical portion is there, that you take common. That means radical portion is what? Root 3. Then if I take root 3 common, then I'll get as what? 2 plus 5 into root 3. So what is 2 plus 5?
7.
7. So 7 root 3. So first radical portion take common. If they are like sets only it is possible. Then add the remaining, means add the rational parts. So 2 plus 5, 7. Next, let us take another example. 7 root 2 minus root 2. Tell me what is this equal to?
5 root 2.
Sure?
Yeah. No. 6 root 2.
That is, if I take root 2 common, what should I write? Tell me.
7 minus 1.
7 minus 1. Good. 7 minus 1 into root 2 means 6 root 2. If nothing is there means it should be considered as 1 into root 2. Let us take another example. 2 root 7 plus 3 root 7 minus root 7. Tell me this.
4 root 7.
That is, you can just simplify the rational factors. So here 2 is there, here 3 is there, here minus 1 is there. So 2 plus 3 minus 1. So 4 root 7. Let us take one more example. Square root of 8 plus square root of 2. Now, tell me what should I write this as?
So it will be square root of 8 plus square root of 2. Sir, it will be the same. It can't add.
No. Here you have to simplify root 8. Check, is it possible to express root 8 in terms of root 2 or not? So factorize root 8. So root of 8 you can write as what? 4 into 2 plus root 2. Now 4 into 2, again it is like root of AB. So previously I have written some properties. Root of AB. So what is root of AB I have written?
Root of A into root of B.
Root of A into root of B. That means root of 4 into 2 means root 4 into root 2 plus root 2. But what is root 4 value? 2. 2 root 2 plus root 2. So what is 2 root 2 plus root 2 becomes now? 3 root 2. Because 2 plus 1. Suppose if you have root 3 plus root 7. Let us consider 2 root 3 plus root 7. Now, is it possible to write or simplify further?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So here it is not possible. So you cannot simplify this. Why? Because the radicands are different, even though order is same. Next. Given that 1 by 7 equal to 0.142857. You know how to calculate this by dividing. Now that means here it is continuously repeating this 6 digits. Then write directly 2 by 7 and 4 by 7 using this without calculating division method. Now calculate and tell me this. 2 by 7 and 4 by 7. So here we are writing 2 by 7 as 2 into 1 by 7, and you replace 1 by 7 with 0.142857 bar and multiply with 2. And again keep the bar notation. Now in the same manner, calculate 4 by 7 and then tell me. So will you get again 0 point only or not?
0.571428.
1 second. 5, 7,
1428.
1428. Now, is it same? Remaining all of you?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Good. Now, classify the following as rational or irrational. Now, tell me first one. Root of 23 is a rational or irrational?
Irrational.
Irrational. Now, how to conclude that this is a irrational? How to conclude that root of 23 is irrational? Observe the radicand 23. 23, is it a perfect square or not a perfect square?
So it's not a perfect square.
Because it is not a perfect square, so that's why it is a irrational. If it is a perfect square, then root will be get eliminated. Then it becomes a rational. So because 23 not a perfect square. That's why it is a rational. Now what about square root of 225?
So rational.
It is rational. Why? Because square root of 225, in the 225 is a perfect square. What is that perfect square? How much? Which perfect
15.
square? 15 square. That means root of 225 will be same as root of 15 square, which is same as 15. Means it is a rational number. Now, tell me this. Cube root of 27. Rational or irrational?
So rational.
Why?
So because 27, 3 cube is 27.
Correct. Because 27 is a perfect cube. So cube root of 3 cube. So the value becomes what now? 3 only. Fifth root of 16. Now tell me, is it a rational or irrational?
So rational.
Sure.
Sir,
Can
I
I
guess
write?
it's irrational.
Can I write 16 as a power of some number 5? Power of 5, is it possible? So it is not possible to express 16 as a for some number power 5. It is not possible because 2 power 4 is 16. In case if it is 2 power 5 is there, then it is rational. So it is a irrational. So here we are unable to express 16 as some x to the power of 5. Next, what about this? 0.3756
So it's rational.
rational. What is the reason that you can say?
So because it's a terminating decimal.
Terminating decimal. Good. Next, what about this? 7.478478 and so on.
So rational.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
What the reason?
So because it's a non-terminating repeating decimal.
Good. It is a non-terminating but repeating. Which portion is repeating? 478.
478.
Again 478 and so on. Next, fifth one.
So it's irrational.
Sure.
Yes, sir, it's irrational.
Why? Because
Sir, because the digits after the decimal are not repeating and it's non-terminating.
good. So after the decimal, neither repeats nor terminate. So here 1 0 is there, here 2 zeros is there, here 3 zeros is there, here 4 zeros is there, and so on. So that's why it is a irrational number. Now, tell me how to do this now. 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3 and root 2 minus 5 root 3. You have to add this. Add these two compound surds. So 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3 plus root 2 minus 3 root 3. So add and simplify and then tell me. So how to do this is, in this you have to group the like surds. So 2 root 2 and root 2 are like surds. 5 root 3 and 3 root 3 minus 3 root 3 are like surds. Means first you group it. 2 root 2 plus root 2 plus 5 root 3 minus 3 root 3. Now that means here root 2 is the common part, means common radical. So 2 plus 1. So 2 plus 1 root 2 plus here 5 minus 3 root 3. That means 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3. Try this. 3 root 2 plus 4 root 8. So here you need to simplify root 8. So how to simplify? So 3 root 2 plus now 4 root 8. So 4 into root of 8, again you can write as 4 into 2. That means this will be same as 3 root 2 plus 4 into root 4 into root 2. Root 4 means what? 2 into root 2. That means 3 root 2 plus 8 root 2. Then 3 plus 8, that is 11 root 2 is the answer. So you need to simplify. That means you need to check always whether the radicand can be simplified further by using the factors and then try to simplify the radical term. Next, multiply. Multiply 6 root 5 by 2 root 5 means 6 root 5 into 2 root 5. Now, are they like surds? Are they dislike?
So they're like.
Whenever they are like surds, what you have to do is you multiply the rational factors and multiply the radical parts. So multiply the rational parts, means rational part means what? 6 into 2. And radical parts, root 5 into root 5. So what is 6 into 2 becomes?
60.
So 6 into 2 will be 12 and root 5 into root 5 is 5. So 12 into 5, 60. Okay. Do this. Another example. 3 root 2 into 5 root 8.
So 60.
Anybody else? Same answer? Correct. 60 only. Now tell me what we have done.
Sir, I've multiplied 3 and 2. Sorry, 3 and 5 and root 2 and root 8.
That is 5 into root 8 will be same as what? 2 root 2. So 3 into 5 into 2. And root 2 into root 2, 2. So 5 into 2, 10, 10 into 3, 30 into 2, so 60. Next, divide. Divide 8 root 15 by 2 root 3. So 8 root 15 upon 2 root 3. Now tell me how to divide. So when you are dividing, so like surds only you can multiply or you can divide. Now, so here root 15 and root 3, they are not like surds, but you can simplify root 15 into another form and then you can divide. So 8 upon 2 into root 15 upon root 3. Root 15 you can write as root 5 into root 3, can you write? Upon root 3. So root 3 can get cancelled and 2 4. So 4 root 5. Another method is, if you remember the property, that is root a upon root b equal to root of a by b. This you can apply here. That is 8 upon 2 into root of 15 upon 3. That is root a upon root b is root of a by b. So that means 8 by 2 becomes 4 and 15 by 3, 5. So root 5. So 4 root 5. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Do this. 4 root of 27 upon root 3. What is this becomes now?
Yes, 2 root 3.
Sure. Now try to write root 27 into another form by factorizing the radicand. What is root 27? You can write as root of 9 into 3, can you write? And which is same as what? Root of 9 into root of 3, that is 3 root 3. Or another way is what? 4 into, here you apply the property, 4 into root of 27 upon 3 also you can write. Either you replace root 27 with 3 root 3 and simplify, or else you can write this. So in case if you are writing like this, 4 into 27 by 3, that is root of 9. That is 4 into, what is root of 9? 3. So 4 into 3, 12. Or if you have replaced root of 27 with 3 root 3, root 3 gets cancelled, you will get 4 into 3, 12 directly you will get. Next, simplify. So when you want to simplify like this products, so in polynomials, you know how to take the product using distributive property. That is term-wise product you have to take. So 5 plus root 7 into 2 plus root 5. So when you want to take product, so term-wise you have to take product. That is 5 into this entire. So you should write this as 5 into 2 plus root 5 plus root 7 into again 2 plus root 5. Now, tell me what is this next step? 5 into 2 plus root 5. What should I write?
10 plus 5 root 5.
Correct. 10 plus 5 root 5. Remember, don't multiply 5 inside directly. Okay? Plus. Next, this.
2 root 7 plus root 35.
Here you can multiply. Why? Because the order is same and radicals you can multiply. So root 7 into root 5. So root of 35. Now, is it possible to simplify further anything now?
Sir, I guess we can simplify root 35.
But even after simplifying root 35, but still you cannot add it to anything. Why? Because the radicand itself, they are different. Because here radicand is 5, here 7, here 35. So they are not like such. So you can keep it as it is only. Okay. Now, so if the radicands are same, then only can add the rational factors. Try this, all of you. 2 minus root 3 into 1 plus root 3. Simplify and tell me the answer. Now, so tell me what we have done. 2 minus root 3 into 1 plus root 3. So what you have written first step?
First, I wrote 2 into whole 1 plus root 3 minus root 3 into whole 1 plus root 3.
Okay, good. Next step.
Next, it will be equal to 2 plus 2 root 3.
Next step,
And
minus.
minus root 3 plus 3. No, minus 3.
Minus 3 here, because root 3 into root 3 is 3 and minus into plus becomes minus. Now here 2 minus 3 minus 1 plus
Minus
2 root
1.
3 minus root 3. So it is plus root 3. Okay. So you have to be very careful in the simplifications. Now try next. 5 plus root 5 into 5 minus root 5. Try all this. So second bit is 5 plus root 5 into 5 minus root 5. So here one method is the same manner what you have done before. You can do it by multiplying term wise. Another method anybody can recognize here.
Sir, a square minus b square equal to a plus b into a minus b.
Correct. Because it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So I can apply a square minus b square directly. Means I can write directly 5 square minus root 5 whole square. Means 25 minus 5. So it will be 20. Even if you multiply 5 into plus root 5 into, still also will get the same answer on. Next. Here it is in the form of what? A plus b whole square. So if you have remembered the formula a plus b whole square, you apply it. Otherwise, you write this as root 3 plus root 7 into again root 3 plus root 7 and then multiply term wise. In case if you remember the formula a plus b whole square, you apply the formula. Tell me what is a plus b whole square formula?
A square plus b
A
square
square
plus
means
2ab.
A square means root 3 whole square plus B square means root 7 whole square plus 2AB means 2 into root 3 into root 7. So root 3 whole square 3 plus root 7 whole square 7 plus 2 root of 21. That means 3 plus 7 10 plus 2 root of 21. But most of you will make a mistake here only. Again, what you are going to do is you will add 10 plus 2. So you should not add 10 plus 2 because this is a rational number. This is a surd. So you cannot add a rational number to a surd directly. It is not possible at all. Okay, so don't write 10 plus 2 root of 21 again as 12 into root of 21, which is wrong. So, okay, this you keep it as it is on. Next, in the fourth bit, here also a plus b into a minus b form it is there. So you can apply a square minus b square. That is root 11 whole square minus root 7 whole square. So 11 minus 7 means it is 4. Next, rationalize the denominator of. Now, what is the meaning of rationalize the denominator of? Means denominator portion you have to convert into rational by multiplying with some number. That number must be what? Radical only. So you have to multiply with a suitable radical to the numerator and denominator so that after simplification the denominator must be a rational number. So let us observe the first example, first problem. 1 upon root 7, 1 upon root 2. So what should I multiply with the numerator and denominator so that the denominator will become rational?
So minus root 2.
No, not necessary that minus root 2, even you can multiply with root 2 itself. So when I multiply root 2 and divide root 2, the number will be the same. So the numerator will become what now? Root 2. And the denominator will become root 2 into root 2, 2. So root 2 upon 2. So denominator is now is a rational number. As per the statement, what we want to do? Rationalize the denominator. Only denominator you have to make it as a rational. So root 2 upon 2. Even if you multiply with minus root also, still it will be denominator is rational only. That is also correct. It is not wrong. So that is also correct. Why? Because here minus root 2, here also minus root 2. So minus of minus becomes again plus. So again you will get the same answer only. Next. Tell me for the second one. 2 upon root 6.
Sir, is it 2 root 6 by 6?
Correct. Is it possible to simplify further? So 2 root 6 upon root 6 into root 6. So 2 root 6 upon root 6 into root 6 is 6. Now, is it simplifiable further? You can cancel 2 common factor. So then what I'll get? Root 6 upon 3, because 6 is written as what? 2 into 3. So 2 gets cancelled. Okay. Now, tell me what about this third one? 3 upon root of 125. Well, how much I should multiply?
So you can multiply by root 125.
So one method is you can multiply whatever is there in the denominator, you can multiply with the one root only because it is a square root. So when you multiply with square root of the same number, so it becomes rational. But sometimes if you multiply with the smallest one, that will be always easy. Now that means to recognize what should be the smallest one, you factorize this. So root of 125. Tell me what the factors I can write. 25. So 25 into 5. That means what is 25 into 5? Root of I can write as 5 root 5. That means 3 upon. So this will be same as what? 3 upon 5 root 5. So instead of multiplying with root of 125, so you can multiply with the root 5 itself. That is multiply with the root 5. The denominator also root 5. So numerator will become what? 3 root 5. And the denominator will be what? 5 root 5 into root 5. Means it is 25. Even if you multiply with root of 125 also, still it is correct. But you have to multiply with your smallest rationalizing factor. That is what is expected always. Otherwise, you need to simplify further. Fourth one. So how to rationalize this? So 2 upon 2 plus root 3. So when I want to rationalize the denominator, if it is a single term is there, we can apply the previous method because it is not a single term. It is a sum of two terms is there. So when you are having sum of two terms, you have to multiply with its rationalizing factor or with its conjugate. Now, previously we have discussed what is the conjugate of 2 plus root 3 or rationalizing factor of 2 plus root 3. Have you remembered? A plus root b rationalizing factor is what? A minus root b. Only the radical part you change the sign. Now that means here I should multiply with what? 2 minus root 3 upon 2 minus root 3. Now numerator is what? 2 into 2 minus root 3. Now, what about denominator? Can I write this as a plus b into a minus b form now?
So 2 square minus root 3
Correct.
square.
So 2 square minus root 3 whole square. Now simplify the numerator. So 2 into 2 minus root 3 upon 4 minus 3. Then multiply now. 4 minus 2 root 3 upon how much? 1. So that means it is same as 4 minus 2 root 3. Now, have you understood all of this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me how to do fifth one. What is the rationalizing factor I should take here? 5 upon root 3 minus root 5. How much I should multiply?
Root
And
3 plus root 5.
very good. So root 3 plus root 5. Rationalizing factor. So multiply and divide. Now, so the numerator will be, tell me what you will get when you multiply with the 5.
So you will get 5 root 3 plus 5 root 5.
Good. So 5 root 3 plus 5 root 5 upon. Again a minus b into a plus b. So a square minus b square. So root 3 whole square minus root 5 whole square means 3 minus 5. So 5 root 3 plus 5 root 5 upon how much? Minus 2.
Minus 2.
Or even you can write this as what? Minus 5 by 2. Because numerator 5 is common. You can keep it as it is. Minus 5 by 2 into what? Root 3 plus root 5. You can keep it as it is. Okay. You can take common factor and you can keep it separate. Now, try this and tell me the final answer.
Explain.
Tell me what you have done, all of you. So 5 upon 7 plus 3 root 2. What you have multiplied numerator and denominator?
7 minus 3 root 2.
Correct. Good. So conjugate or rationalizing factor 7 minus 3 root 2 upon 7 plus 3 root 2 into 7 minus 3 root 2. In the numerator, either you can multiply 5 inside or even you can keep it as it is also. So 5 into 7 minus 3 root 2, the denominator, a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. So 7 square minus 3 root 2 whole square. So 5 into 7 minus 3 root 2 upon. What is 7 square?
49.
49 minus. What is 3 root 2 whole square?
18.
18. Now 49 minus 18. How much?
31.
31. So I can write directly 5 upon 31 into 7 minus 3 root 2. So always you can take common factor outside only instead of multiplying inside. Okay. Okay, we'll continue in the next class. Okay. So whatever you have done, all this, you write your notes neatly. So instead of copying directly, just copy the problems and then do yourself. So that it will be like a practice as well as revision also. And we'll discuss few more problems in the next class. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, bye all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.